Well, making some char. This happens to be rabbit poop. I just left that open so that you could see it's rabbit poop. Smoking nice. I'm going to close this down so we can get to cooking it, because you can't do it this way. Okay, now remember that has to stop smoking when it's done. Don't mess with it until it stops smoking. This is going to take a while. This takes about 5 minutes or so for this to actually go all the way. That's pretty typical whether you're using denim or any other things I've shown you. Now this was just previous. I did some denim in here, and this is a good example of what your char should look like. You see, it is black. And when you're doing a fire start, you would only use maybe half of that. You just cut that in half. You don't have to use the whole piece. But I like doing these other things because what I do is I just take my striker and I just strike right into the tin. Start it on just right in there with everything. I pick out the pieces that are burning good, put it in my tinder core, and then you just close the lid down, cuts off the oxygen, and it puts it out. So, but anyhow, this is a perfect example of what your char should look like. Once again, totally black. No brown, no blue jean looking color. It's not done. This is cooking pretty nice. Remember, as I just keep saying, I can't emphasize this enough. You don't, in this, a tin like this that has a hinge, you don't need a hole. You can see that works perfect. Real tight fitting, you might put that up just a little bit, you see, and let some leak out. Or you might just tap it down once you put your material in, the hole's in there, and away it goes. Slip fit tops. Don't forget, you need to have a little hole in there, or maybe you could manipulate it to where you have just a little crack and the air could come out. And you can get by without putting a hole in it. You can give it all a try. Before you put your holes in your tins that you get, try what I'm saying. Just crack it a little bit, see how it works. And then take and pop a little hole in it and see how it works. We've got a nice breeze going here. Don't forget all kinds of things that you can do. You can do this. When I was a little boy, we would go to Mexico a lot. I was raised down in that area, and we'd go to Mexico a lot. Well, you can always have fireworks in Mexico anytime. You can get all the fireworks you want. Well, when we were little kids, my dad would give us a little section of cotton rope, just 100% cotton rope. And he'd light the end of it, get it burning and charred on the end, and blow it out. And it maintains a coal, the whole all the time. It just keeps smoldering, and we would light all our firecrackers off there. Then we didn't have to have any matches. I'm sure my dad thought that was a great idea not to let us have matches. This will eventually burn down. All the smoke will start. Now this is a full load. This is going to take some time here. We're 4 minutes. We got at least a couple more minutes of this type of burning before this will be done. Remember, a load's it's probably going to take you about 5 minutes. I don't think I've cooked any where it wasn't done in 8 minutes. Now people want to say, well, hey, can I do that? Can I cook it too much? I say no. I mean, I've inadvertently left stuff on for like 30 minutes and just works just fine, You don't want to do that if you don't. No sense leaving it any longer than you have to, but I have left them and they've been just fine. An interesting thing back with the cloth Some people will say that you should put some little twigs across the bottom here, so as that when you put your fabric in, it doesn't lay straight on the tin. Well, that's good. They say it helps some of that material it comes out kind of hard. When it's done, it shouldn't be hard. It should be very flexible. They say by doing that, that helps it to keep from getting hard. I've done a lot of this, and I've only had one time, a long time ago, that actually came out hard. Well, I didn't think nothing of it. Went on about my business, but so that might be true. It never has been a problem since. And I don't recall it being a problem at the time. I just went on about our business. You know, sometimes you have to go out. You need to keep trying different things and just see how it works. That's the fun of it. Especially when you don't have to build a raging fire. You can use a hot plate. Oh, I wonder if this stuff will char. Well, give it a try. It's pretty easy. My jacket's going to stink. So wear my old welding shop jacket out here. Go home smelling like this burnt rabbit poop. Once this does die all the way down, let's see, we're about 6 minutes now. It's got a ways to burn right yet, but I'd really like to show you what that looks like, that charred rabbit poop. Pellets will all look exactly the same as when you saw them. They were brown, but they're going to be charcoal black, just like the cloth that I showed you. So it's going to get too long to just keep standing here watching this smoke. So it's 7 minutes. Might as well let it run out. I have to put this on YouTube. This kind of piping like this, that's pretty good size. See that? You could put that in there. See? Big cattail. Remember I showed you that other video, a big cattail. You'd be needing to put it in something like that, or cut it into little chunks and put it in something like this or the other one, but kind of hard to get a cattail in this shallow tin. So that's still smoking. I would wait normally till it's completely gone, but I want to give you guys a peek inside there. I'm going to take it off for a second. Let it just kind of cool off. It doesn't take long in these tins at all for that to cool off so you can handle it. Just got to be able to touch it. It may be warm, that's okay, but not hot. If you can hold it in your hand, you're good to go. That's hot, but it's not as hot as you would think. There. See how that's going? It's totally black in there. And then what I do, yes, you don't want to do this. You want to let it finish cooking off and let the smoke stop. I'm just trying to facilitate the video. Because it's all black. Now what I do is I just take my striker and I whoosh, throw some sparks in there. What starts burning, it'll be more than you want burning. You just kind of smolder and you dig out what you want. Close the lid down. Oh, you can see it starting to glow right there. See? That's because we flushed it with oxygen. But I'm going to close this lid and that all will go out. So when you throw your spark into there, that's what will happen. It'll start glowing like that. Pick up pieces you want, go to town. But always let it cool off and let it cook completely. I'm going to finish this cooked. I'm going to end the video, so I'm going to put it back on here, let it finish cooking. I hope you enjoyed yourself.